It seems most fans weren't blowing kisses at the dunk contest like Anfernee Simons, the winner, did at the rim. I'm Robin Lundberg here with Ben Pickman and Wilton Jackson. So, guys, the question that gets asked a lot is, how do you fix the dunk contest? My personal answer is, I'm not sure you do. It seems to me it has ebbs and flows with some great years, Zach LaVine's and Aaron Gordon's, and then some down years. And I think we're all spoiled a little bit when a between the legs, off the bounce dunk doesn't really impress us anymore, Wilton.
Robin, I hear what you're saying, but it can be changed. I mean, I remember, the dunk contest when I was growing up, or even previous dunk contests, going back to watch them when I was a kid, Michael Jordan and players of such. Like, you were excited about the dunk contest. Nothing about last night's dunk contest during halftime excited me. Granted, you had Stanley, who was robbed on his first dunk, and then you had Anfernee Simons, who, he wanted to kiss the rim, but he didn't, which I wouldn't have recommended. But where's the originality and the creativity when it comes to dunks? I miss that. And when you think about players and fans who, want to see these dunks, you didn't see a lot of that creativity last night. And so I think that, I think it's mandatory to make players have more original dunks for the NBA dunk contest to go well. But then, too, I think about this. When it comes to the All-Star game, fans have a vote in determining which players get selected for the All-Star game. What about bringing the fans back into this and deciding, what players can be participating in the All-Star dunk contest? And then I think once you get more fans involved in that, I think it would be good.
Well, you look, to the originality point, I'm just not sure what else there is to do as a dunker that hasn't been done. But star power, of course, would change things. Short of that, I think you're just going to have some up years and some down years, Ben.
Right, and I think that's a consistency problem, as you're alluding, right? The three-point shootout is much more consistent. You know what you're getting, and there's this great consistency of watching these shooters go over and over and over, 5, 6, 7 in a row, seeing their form, seeing the rotation. That's part of the beauty of it, right? Seeing the robotic consistency. Last night's event, though, was designed to be a passerby event, right? It was held at halftime. It had a smaller field. They wanted it to be more brief. You just had one dunk in the final round. It wasn't supposed to be this blown out event like we've seen in past years, right? If you go down and look at some of dunk contests of the past, right? The most iconic probably being that 1988 contest between MJ and Dominique. That had a 6-player field. And in the end, MJ and Dominique, they threw down 8 dunks. Last night, Anfernee Simons won. He won with 3 dunks, right? We don't even remember, though, all the 8, of course, from that MJ Nique. We remember 2 or 3 each. So, I think the dunk contest has this beautiful lore of star power and nostalgia, but we don't even remember all 8 of those dunks that MJ made, just like we probably won't remember either, Anfernee Simons' dunks from yesterday. I mean, certainly I think the other thing, in addition to star power, would be getting that crowd energy up. Cassius Stanley threw down an unbelievable dunk to open the event, or a very strong dunk, but the energy from the crowd wasn't there. That was tough to fix last night because of the limited spectators. So last night was definitely, I think, an anomaly, and we shouldn't just tear up the whole dunk contest and the format because of last night's 3-person field and the performances that each person made. But I do think more broadly, there is a little bit of a consistency problem, and that's partly why I like the 3-point shootout right now more than the dunk contest. But I don't think we need to scrap the whole event or do something drastic like that. I just think some maybe changes around the edges. But the consistency problem is still something to be aware of.
Well, I mean, look, you could bring in professional dunkers, but I think that the real solution is to get the stars to participate, because I would argue some of the dunks we saw last night are better than some of the all-time great dunks from the past, but those are remembered more fondly because of who dunked them.